Hi water signs, happy full moon in Pisces, this blue moon, super moon, magical, deep, intense energy. I hope that this reading finds you as well as you can be. This is a pretty deep energy. It's very magical, it's very cathartic, it's bringing things into completion. Yes, so this is a very auspicious moon, it being a blue moon, which means it's the second full moon of the month of August. So you know that saying, once in a blue moon. It could be some very magical, synchronistic events taking place around this time. It's a full moon in Pisces, so dreams can be very vivid at this time. Yes, speaking of dreams, the moon, here she is. So this is illuminating deep into the subconscious. Okay, so there's a lot that is being clarified in regards to the shadow work that you've been doing. This moon is coming around and assisting you in bringing a level of healing to completion, bringing clarity to something. There could, like, a lot from the subconscious be bubbling up right now, coming to the surface with this moon in order to be transmuted with the Magician. So this is a time of really remembering your power, your magic, right? This is Pisces. This is very mystical and whimsical energy, as well as like very deep and intense and like murky is the word that came to mind. So bringing your light into the darkness is going to be essential at this time, and the full moon in Pisces is your partner with that. Yeah, this looks kind of like a torch, right? The Sun of Wands, the Knight of Wands, going deep into these places with your torch, with your light, and shining light on these places. It's like I get the feeling that there's just certain parts of your shadow that just isn't able to trick you like it once was, because of the deep healing that you've been doing. And that's where the full moon in Pisces comes around and helps you wrap up this certain level that you've reached, and aligns you deeper into your power, your magic, and reminds you of how, well, powerful you are, stepping out into a whole new chapter, ready to embrace new experiences, feeling more aligned with yourself and with life. So there's so much, like, there's these like bursts of light, like, but they both kind of have these like black hole looking like things at the center, and it just, this moon feels like just so incredibly magical, yet so just so deep. Okay, so this just know that you could be feeling all sorts of ways at this time. And it all serves you, it all serves your highest good, it really does. Yes, it's helping you move away from what no longer serves you, emotionally move on, emotionally move away from certain behavioral patterns, emotional patterns, relationships, dynamics, people, places, and things that are just not aligned with where you're going at this time. This is a moon that's here to really help like clean out the junk drawer, so to speak. It's gonna peer in deep into the junk drawer, and with it being the opposite of Virgo, right? The sun is in Virgo right now. There's a very detail-oriented energy to this moon. It wants to get very detailed and very organized. And with it being in Pisces, there's a certain subconscious, well, it being the full moon as well, but with a full moon in Pisces, there's just a really deep subconscious energy. It's going to go deeper, deep into the subconscious and bring this like level of organization to that. It's also conjunct Saturn, so there's a very stern energy to this full moon in Pisces. It's really inviting you into really looking at what no longer serves you, like what has been rolling around in the junk drawer for too long now, like what needs to be let go. The High Priestess, wow, right underneath the Magician. So yeah, this is a deeply intuitive time, really using your intuition as your compass, as your guide, to shining this light in these dark places into the shadow, right? Like, because shadow work is incredibly important to all of our, like us getting in contact with our soul gifts, removing any clutter that, you know, buries them, that we pick up along the way in our lives. So this is cleaning house, like this moon is cleaning house, okay, water signs. And then you being Pisces yourself, Cancer, Scorpio, this is going to be a very emotional moon, okay, emotionally informative. It can make you feel a lot of emotional ways. You could also be feeling, you know, your spiritual gifts come online more and more. You could be, again, having very prophetic dreams, very messenger-like dreams. Spirit really communicating through your dreams. This could all be happening subconsciously in your dreams as well, really working through cleaning out that junk drawer through your dream state, and like waking up, feeling all sorts of ways, but ultimately more powerful, more aligned with who you are, more aware of what it is that you want and don't want, and ready to embark in a whole new kind of like chapter here, ready to experience new things, because you have all this room now to fill, because you've been clearing, and this moon is sweeping on through here, and like final kind of that final sweep, like that wax on the floor kind of thing, like it just being real like shiny, okay, like corners are all cleaned, floors are waxed, like everything is like real glossy, okay, squeaky clean. Squeaky clean. Mother of Swords, so this is the Queen of Swords. Yeah, this is also helping you articulate yourself a lot more, really come in contact with your truth, the truth of who you are, really trust your wisdom, trust your guidance, trust your knowledge, your truth, okay? This is quite the reading, I gotta say. This, like on the other side of this full moon in Pisces, this blue moon, like you'll be emerging from this process feeling so much more confident and connected to the self. Well, you know, it's like, yeah, there's just this energy of like, there's certain things that in your shadow that you have been bringing your awareness to, that you've been working on, that you've been healing, that just does not have the power over you anymore. right? And that's a process. And the more you bring your awareness to these places, the less power they have. And I really feel that in the energy coming through your reading, water signs, is that you've been working diligently in the underworld, okay? Grappling and wrestling with challenging things, and limiting beliefs and projections from others, and conditioning, and all of this, clearing out these things that no longer serve you, in order to step into your light more and more. Like there's this energy of bringing your light into these dark places, clearing, and then stepping out with even more of an expansive light and awareness of who you truly are, and confidence in who you truly are, and bringing your wisdom into your, day-to-day movement. Wow, look at this. Crown games. Yeah, you're being rewarded. This moon is coming along to help you get to the bottom of things, just in a sense of, like, it's not necessarily finality, because but there's a certain completion with it being a 12th house Pisces. There's a certain level that you've reached of awareness with what you've been working on, and this full moon in Pisces is coming along and helping you just that with those final touches, that final sweep, and bringing a sense of renewal. Because right, a full moon is fruition. It's coming to its fullness. So there's a completion that a full moon always brings to things, and then a release. So there's lots of blessings coming through this full moon, right? It is a blue moon. So again, once in a blue moon, expect magical synchronistic events, and again, prophetic dreams, messenger dreams, things like lining up, things leaving your life as well. And there's a sense of letting them go, knowing and trusting your inner knowing that letting them go will give you more room to expand into these next phases of life, and make room for your soul to expand, the truth of you to expand, and your soul to shine through your unique personality and show up in authenticity and feel that alignment. Because look at this, first breath, beginner's mind. There's a whole new chapter starting here, a whole new era, with you feeling more connected to your magic, to your vision, to, your power, right? Remembering that you have every tool at your fingertip, every element to, create with, right? The magician has their cup, their wand, their sword, their pentacle, right? You are your greatest resource. And so clearing out all of this clutter helps you get in touch with your innate tools to wield and create in ways that feel in alignment with you, and really trust your vision, follow your vision, trust your intuition, and be open to what life has in store for you moving forward, open to the new adventures of life, while again keeping that vision that the Knight of Wands has, right? They're very visionary energy, very passionate, they have a lot of, like, what is the word I'm looking for? They have like this sense of, they're just very visionary. They're very visionary. So this is clearing the way for you to bring your vision into focus more and more, and again, embark in this whole beginner's mind energy. This is a sense of curiosity. A beginner's mind is like being open to learning, and like being open to the process and the journey. And yes, you're moving out of stagnation. I do feel like there has been some deep healing being done here, and it could have felt fairly stagnant at times, being deep in the shadow, deep in the subconscious, like really being there, clearing, and being like, oh my gosh, right? Like, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of courage, but again, it's very cathartic and necessary for healing, and doing all the things that we're talking about here. And this moon is bringing a sense of renewal, a sense of freshness, and bringing the energy out of a feeling of stagnation, getting things into motion more. With the Knight of Wands too, this is pretty fast energy, right? Like ready to take action, ready to start like exporting and kind of getting into your action energy in the physical. So coming deep from within the shadow and the subconscious, out with this new, like with this found wisdom that you have for yourself, the truth of who you are at this time, and trusting your intuition, trusting your truth, your vision, your voice, while remaining curious and open to learning everything that life kind of has to offer you. With all of this new room, you have all of this new room to expand into. So as much as it can feel very like, oh, vulnerable for a little bit, right? Because I always use this analogy, and I've seen other readers use it too, is like when you repot a plant and you put it in its new pot, it was squeezed in its old pot, right? And then you put it in its new pot and it gets a little like, whoa, like, and it takes a lot of tender loving care for it to get used to all of that new space. And then slowly its roots start to reach out and secure itself and explore its new space, which gives it that next level of energy to reach its new heights, right? And in the process, before it starts reaching its new heights and popping out its new leaves, it loses leaves, right? Things need to be shed, they need to go, right? And so there is a powerful letting go energy in with this full moon. So there could be some things definitely leaving your life, you removing things, you outgrowing things, and like surrendering to that process while being very empowered as well. With the Magician here and the High Priestess, this is helping you get in contact with your magic like more and more, like just really feeling your spiritual gifts at your fingertips, feeling very sensitive, feeling very powerful, and feeling very passionate and ignited to really take action to what calls you and take things to the next level that you've been creating. So very, very beautiful. So let's get you a postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order, and we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter, whether it be too many stories in your mind, too many what-ifs or fearful thoughts of the past or future. Instead, focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, and throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have. Sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have the space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum as it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. See them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and to Spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that. Well, that's a beautiful place to end this reading, I feel. Thank you, Spirit. I hope that this was helpful in some way. Lovely water signs. You are so beautiful. You are so loved. This is a powerful time to clean out that junk drawer, you know, like emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, declutter, make space, because you are expanding into new heights. My goodness, and receive your crown, because you deserve it, okay? It is your birthright. Ugh, I love you so much. Happy blue moon, happy full moon in Pisces, this super moon. Sending you so much love. Catch you in the next one.